Please. I might even email them today. Just see. Can you imagine if we get like the change of name? How amazing would that be? That'd be incredible. What's up, Montadillo? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. As we have to the bottom right hand side of the map, our blue Protoss player. So a little bit of a swapping of positions as we resume or regame here. To the bottom right is going to be our blue Protoss player. It is Trap. And to the upper left, our red Terran player from Samsung Galaxy. Let's see if you're going to be cheering on Reality. Now, Reality was in the first Leifeng Cup of this new format, and he was very successful. He actually went all the way to the finals before he lost to BO3. So, Reality coming back once again. Good to see him back, and interested to see how he plays today. Not sure how Reality's been doing recently, actually. Let me just get up his Aligula and see kind of how he's been playing lately. Trap as well. I feel as though I'm so out of touch with the Korean scene recently. I don't know why. I've been bad. So Reality recently has just been knocking people down in qualifiers, Symbol, Biol, Natural, Nightmare, Natural, lost a game to Stats in Pro League, I guess, beat Classic. So Reality's had a pretty good time. That's what he's done since the last Leifeng Cup. I guess Trap. What's Trap been up to then? Worth checking as well. As we're going to see again, just a River Expand coming in for our Terran player here. So River Expand just on the way in to begin with. Trap also lost a game to Stats. He beat No Regret in qualifiers. He beat Hush, Point, Dream, Horror, TY, Reality. Lost to Tasia at the start of April. So yeah, Trap's been doing pretty good as well lately too. So actually, Trap's been doing pretty good. I was surprised to see him losing to Ein actually then in a game in his second match here. So this is Trap's final match, and again, if he loses this, he'll be 1-2 in the group. If he wins this, he'll be 2-1. So with a win, he'll be in a good position to potentially move through. If a loss, I don't think he really has much of a chance. It's definitely possible, but there's not much of a chance. So, yeah. We're going to be seeing this probe just hiding off to the side. Just going to be looking to come in as a pylon, build a pylon here in the near future. As this Reaper just having a look around. Going to drop a grenade, and just a couple of probes going to be blasted away here. So a couple of probes being blasted away, and that Reaper going to back away towards the upper left-hand side. So Reaper just backing off. You'll see that Natural Nexus is just chrono boosting away here. The depth starting to move up towards the upper left-hand side. And that Reaper coming back into the mineral line. So Reaper just going to continue to get a little bit more damage done here. Picks off a probe and just going to continue looking for damage as he gets maybe a second probe too. One of them probes is very low in health, and he can't really target it because they're all stacked up on the assimilator. Doesn't quite get it. Actually kills the probe at the front though, as these two Marines and this SCV is starting to work their way through the pylon. Is it going to be in time though? I mean, the mothership core is on the way over, so he's going to get this down before the forward overcharge comes in. It's so close, 100 health left. The forward overcharge gets popped. It's too much, isn't it? So loses a couple of Marines and an SCV. I mean, the next forward overcharge will come in as well, so he's going to lose a pylon or two. Oh, this is actually holding down the command center here. No high ground vision, so actually this pylon going to fall. So in the end, this is not going to be so bad, I don't think, as Reality's actually picked off 5 workers on the other side of the map and only lost 2 of his own. So this has actually turned out to be a lot better than I think it was going to be. That Reaper picking up 5 worker kills, that's insane. So early on here, Trap really hasn't done the damage he wanted to get done with this sort of initial push. And, well, now Reality, look at this. I mean, he knows that mothership core is stuck up there. It's used to phone overcharge aggressively. If it recalls back home, it's dead. Because, you know, there's no phone overcharge fill. If he just walks back home, it's not going to be home in time to overcharge as well. So this attack coming across the map right now is going to be really, really, really problematic. As we're going to see these Marines just continuing to come down towards the bottom right-hand side. As we do see a single Adept just sat atop of this ramp. You're going to see it scan into the main base from Reality as well. Just see what his opponent's up to. Sees that there's Blink on the way. He's actually going to pull back. If this was Ein, he'd be across here right now and attacking. Mothership core goes back in with shields regen. And still very, I mean, when I see this, I think, what does he got to lose by attacking across the map? I think he's got so much to gain. Obviously, Reality thinks a little bit differently from me as we see him. Just with 2 racks up, he's going into his third backs now as well, and a factory. He's actually already up to 3 CC, so he's actually on a very good economy of his own. And it'd be interesting to see how exactly Trap plays sort of come back from a very fast 3 CC Terran player who has done more damage than he has in the early stages of the game. Going to see this SCV trying to back away. Adept going to chase the SCV down and is going to be able to jump on top of it. So SCV going to be continuing to be chased here. We're going to see a few Stalkers just coming in as well. Just trying to help out. Kills off that SCV without too much of an issue. And this single Stalker going to start moving towards the upper left-hand side of the map here. over the next few minutes. So another Stalker just coming up towards the upper left, and a couple of Marines just jumping in towards the bunker on the low ground. In reality, just leaving an SCV out front just to kind of watch for an attack coming in, so you can pre-pull SCVs. Always important is, I love the way he's kind of position these units as well. Half in the main, half in the natural, just sort of ready to kind of go into whichever location these few units might try and blink into, as we do see a big commitment to the Stalker pressure coming across the map here from Trap. So let's see how well this goes as these Stalkers collect up together and get ready to go. So Stalkers just collecting up together, and we're going to see a single adept being pulled back a little bit. So SCV at the front goes down already. SCV's pre-pulled into this. But Sim's about to finish up here. As we see these SCVs pulled, going to hold the bunker. Going back a little bit, and we'll see a single adept shades up to the high ground. That Sim's now finished. Not using it just yet, though, as he does push this back fairly effectively already. 4 workers go down, 5 more Stalkers will be in. This is a big commitment out of Trap. I mean, he's only on 3 gases, he's on up to 5 gates, so it's a lot of blink Stalkers he's committing to. So this bunker at the front is so important to keep alive. And obviously this is something which is known by reality, because he's keeping his SCVs nearby ready to repair it. And he's got a bunker in the main base as well to help him buy a little bit of time if them Stalkers do blink up there instead. He now has Stim, he's got first medivacs coming out. It's getting to this point where reality is holding on, and Trap is getting to this position where he's going to start transitioning out. He's going to have to start resonating glaives. His third base starts to come down, but very late, especially considering there is free CC up for our Terran players. You can see the bunker going down here at the front. Let's see if he's being blocked away by the single force field. Stim comes in, and we'll see the depot lower, and he's actually going to stim forwards. He's going to push forwards with these medivacs as well. He's going to try and push this back. Bye-bye Warp Prism, I think. So Warp Prism goes down, so it's a bit more damage. Marauders in the back dealing so much to these Stalkers, as he's going to keep on chasing. 7 more workers go down, but in reality, it looks as though he's got enough of an army to keep on attacking, or at least keep on pushing this back. And so these Stalkers going to collect up together. These Marines and Marauders going to get healed up by the medivacs. But wow, reality. Fantastic little fight here. I mean, loses SCVs, yes, but that still seems to be kind of the theme in PvT lately, where the where basically the kind of player who Terran player keeps pulling SCVs in to hold off an attack, and then get so much momentum in the army supplies that they can maybe get something done. As we're going to see these units going to get ready to come down towards that bottom right hand side. Another couple of racks being added on. The third CST very soon here from reality will be ready to move out onto the map as well. As we're going to be seeing these Stalkers pulling back over to the bottom right, we're going to see some Adepts loading up the Warp Prism play. Going to be something to try and distract reality, but I'm not sure if that's really going to happen. +1 weapons is on the way up. As we see these units just coming through the center, going to get ready to attack on in. I mean, there's only really Stalkers here. I guess there'll be a Mothership Core somewhere nearby. Single sentry warps in. That's not going to do anything. Trap realizes he can't fight against this, and reality takes the first game of the bet. Guys, let's go in game. Let's introduce us some players. Let's first of all just swap Trap's position on here. Beautiful, and we'll give reality point. I'm gonna have to shut the window, it's freezing. It's way too cold in here. Oh, alright guys, let's do this. To the top left, bottom left hand side of the map, our blue Terran player is gonna be from Samsung Galaxy. It's reality. And to the upper right is gonna be our red Protoss player. It is gonna be Trap. So, as we go into this, we wait to see what's going to be happening, what the plan is going to be from our players in this second game of the best of 3. Reality leading 1-0 to kick off his games in this week's Leifeng Cup. I guess we'll also have Doji Star Masters monthly final very soon. Obviously, we'll have Leifeng Cup and Doji Star Masters all over the place. Basically, we're just busy. Keeping busy all the time. Bringing you guys lots of action, lots of games. That's what we like to see, isn't it? Lots of games, lots of action, lots of stuff to cast. That's what we're kind of looking at. So, cool. We're going to see a Nexus on the way down for Trap to begin with. Looks as though reality is also thinking about expanding very soon. I mean, he's just gone into a Reaper-based expansion build once again. Although he's actually started up at Marines, so he's actually going to go for a fast factory behind this expansion in a moment or two. So, we'll see how this kind of develops and see what exactly he wants to go into. As we're going to see this probe just pulling away off to the left-hand side. So, probe just pulls away off to the left and just going to hide away here. As we're going to see that command center coming down for reality now in the natural expansion as well. So, command center coming down. We're going to be seeing this reactor building up on this barracks also. So, reactor on the way up on the racks. We're going to see the Nexus coming in. I'm just going to be seeing this probe. And it's just going to be looking around to, again, just have a little bit of a peek to see what exactly is going on here in the early stages. So probe just kind of hiding up in the top left-hand corner, and again we're going to see kind of a command center on the way down. We're going to see the factory is coming down as well from reality. Freezing. Yeah, it is really cold today, guys. Like, I think it's just because the window is open. It's like, I don't know. It's been cold the last few days here, actually. It's been really cold. Not been warm. Definitely not been warm. As you see, Robo Twilight coming in here now from our Protoss player. So, Robo Twilight on the way in. And, yeah, see how this is going to go. Widow Mine comes up from reality. Widow Mine comes up. We're going to see the starport is on the way down. So, starport building here, and let's just see how it's going to go. Let's going to see what's happening. This is not a restream from the Chinese stream. Right, today Frim we're actually being allowed into the game, so we're actually able to just cast live. So no restream, just completely live stream. Marines and Midowine just going to be joined up together here, ready to go across the map in this medevac in the near future. And we're just going to be seeing the medevac popping out in a couple of moments. You can see a pylon coming up to the front. I mean, the Twilight Robo, a very standard way to open in the PvT. I mean, it gives you the blink early on, it gives you the warp prism, the observers, it gives you everything you need. It's pretty much one of the go-to builds nowadays. We see a third gas being taken from Trap back at home. The lack of a fourth gas is definitely concerning once again. It can be very suggestive that he might want to again go for kind of a big, kind of aggressive stalker play. The less gas you're taking, the less it looks as though you're teching up, and the less you're teching up, the more aggressive you're generally being in the game. I mean, if you're committing to a lot of gateway units, even if you've got like a macro plan, you're probably going to be aggressive with them. Otherwise, why would you commit to so many macro units instead of increasing your tech, basically? And we're going to see that CC Nexus just coming down on the third base, and we're going to see the medevac just coming in over to the right-hand side, and we'll be dropping into the natural in the near future. So a couple of Widow Mines getting ready to go. Back at home, reality has also got a third command center up. So again, looking to build into his economy here and just setting up his economy strong early on in the game. Both players setting up into 3 bases early. We actually see back at home scan from reality, which is currently following this medevac though. Looking to see if he can get damage done. Stalker's in position though, or pretty good at deflecting this sort of thing. Although that Widow Mine's going to get a good shot off onto the probes. Oh, he doesn't target fire it, so he only gets the Stalker in the end. Observer in position, so good damage control there from Trap, minimizing the damage he takes as a blink is about to kick in from him as well. So as blink comes into play, we start to see Trap heading into a situation where he's going to add on, the next stages of his tech. Probably will get a bit aggressive with these Stalkers. And behind this, we'll probably go into Resonating Glaives, some Immortals. That's the sort of way we see Protoss players generally playing out the PvT matchup as of late. So we're going to see a couple of Forges. Yeah, okay, so that makes a lot of sense too. Double Forge as a way to kind of play this out. Double Forge allows you to basically go into a situation where you're, you're getting them upgrades basically. So again, going to be a lot of upgrades, a lot of gateway forces in the near future. As these Stalkers just looking to see if they can pressure the front, and with a high ground vision, they might be able to pick up a couple of these depots, but already look at this, Bioforce is eager to fight, and he's taking down a lot of this. As a depth will fall, the Stalkers take a lot of damage. Has to be careful, but more Stalkers coming in, that Warp Prism coming in as well, and again, that high ground vision to pick off these depots. That's the main thing which Trap is probably aiming for here. Pick these depots off, just slow down the Terran player a little bit. And there we go, them Stalkers going to come in, target the depots down, and again, there's very little the kind of Terran player can do against this without just trading badly because of the blink, so he is going to try and fight this, and well, is there enough units? I guess that's what we're asking ourselves. We see some nice control, blinking backwards, picking up Stalkers into the medevacs as well. Actually, reality will push this back as Viking coming out too to help push the Warp Prism away. So that's nice. That's really nice, as we're going to see this group of units just going to have to pull back towards the upper right-hand side of the map. This probe here is going to be chased away, as you're going to see Noble Command going to be moving into position on the third base. So Noble Command going to move into position onto the third, and a few more units from reality just joining up down on the low ground as well. As we're going to see these Stalkers, these Sentries just continue to join up. And again, just going to be Resonating Glaives, that 1-1 set of upgrades. And for now, just a big amount of bio play. We'll see again if there's going to be Immortals coming in anytime soon, or if he's just going to stick to this gateway-based army, this low-tech army, which you can just get a lot of very quickly. We'll see what the choice is going to be here from Trap. Especially since that Immortal nerf, we've been seeing players playing with a lot more the kind of idea of not building any Immortals, but I still think they're pretty good. They still add a lot of tankiness to the army, and they still add a lot of output damage as well, especially onto Marauders. It's crazy how fast they kill off the Marauders. So it looks as though we will see that Immortal on the way up. We see a second starport and the Fusion Core as well, so we're going to see Advanced Ballistics coming into play, and obviously the Terran's late game is going to revolve very much so around the Liberators, so going to be seeing the kind of Liberator play coming in here sometime soon, and, well, I mean, obviously then Trap has to start kind of committing himself into anti-Liberator play, aka a Stargate, a Fleet Beacon, and going from there. Especially on this map, whenever, wherever Advanced Ballistics comes into play, he has to have some kind of Stargate unit up, otherwise Liberators are going to be able to siege themselves up in positions behind the mineral lines where he's not going to be able to reach them with anything other than Stargate units. So, really important for him to get those up now, and that Stargate is on the way, so he should be safe against the initial Advanced Ballistics harassment. As we do see these Marines, Marauders, and Medivacs joining up together out towards the center. We're going to see Warp Prism down to the south side is getting ready to warp in a few more units as well. As we see these Adepts chasing forwards. Is he going to commit to this? I mean, the upgrade lead is there for the cross player. He isn't going to commit to this. We're going to push this all the way back. Split away from the winner eye. Just making the most of his units. We're going to see 3 Medivacs loading up, and I like this because Trap is out in the center of the map, right? He is out in the middle here. So Trap out in the center, as you see these Medivacs going to boost on in towards the main. Now there's a phone overcharge in position, and he's going to drop that immediately, but again, 3 Medivacs units takes down a pylon pretty swiftly. And unpower a lot of them gateways as well. Robo also going to go down right to the edge of the space, very vulnerable to drops. He doesn't love his Robo, otherwise he might put it somewhere a little bit safer, as we see the lift up the leave. And that's really nice, getting out of there before he loses too much. So nice little trade, distracts, keeps the Protoss player pinned back. And all the time right now, in reality, one of his main goals is just to keep the Protoss player distracted while he heads up into a good Liberator count. You know, 3 Liberators being made at a time, Advanced Ballistics about to kick in. He's behind on upgrades, but with Liberators, he can definitely trade efficiently and effectively. As we see Trap with the second Stargate, the Fleet Beacon about to kick into play, that's going to allow him to go in towards that Tempest play, and those Tempests are going to be the counters to the Liberators here in the near future. Oracle coming into play as well, love this. Oracle, something you kind of just need as a way to... the Revelation is so useful. You drop it onto the Liberators, then you've got full range, full vision, and so you can really maximize the effectiveness of your Tempests at picking those off and just fighting from a distance. As we're just going to have the Warp Prism sat nearby. We're going to see these Marines and Marauders just going to be moving forwards, getting ready to push on up in towards the 4th base here in the near future. So a few Marines and Marauders just going to get ready to push on up into this. We see a scan and an Observer going down. And these few units just having a little bit of a think as to what they might want to do here. As the first couple of Tempests are on the way now in the production tab. So a little bit of a drop ready to go from the right hand side. We've got a big army pushing through the center. And brilliant Revelation, hits everything. That's the sort of Revelation which obviously our Protoss player wants to see. Where a Revelation which just reveals pretty much everything on the map. As this drop does get away. Still a Bioforce in the middle, just going to be moving around. But how much does he commit now that he's got that Revelation on him? Going to grab a few more units from back at home and bring them out into the center of the map as well. Warp Prism going to get ready to start unloading into the main base in a couple of moments and just continue to kind of clean up a little bit, get a little bit more damage done. Scan on top of this army, reality just assessing what he might be fighting into here in the near future. As these Liberators just going to be pulling away. Then Warp Prism, I mean, these Adepts into the main are going to be very annoying. But that's why, basically, reality is just saying, well, I don't want to get distracted, I want to keep on, I want to take my opportunity right now to fight, and, well, this army from the Protoss player, it's just kind of gateway units and a few Immortals and a couple of Tempests as well to try and start picking away at the Liberator count. Warp base starting to go down, 16 workers killed back at home, but Liberators siege up and Warp Prism will go down, the Adepts will fall. And this 4th base is also going to go down here for our Protoss, so the push here is going to kind of win out for our Terran player. He's getting underneath these these Tempests as well. He's starting to actually clean those up, so Tempests are beginning to fall. He's going to keep on kind of trying to stim on into this. We're going to see another Liberator goes down, going to pull back once again. And we're just going to be seeing these Tempests coming in, going to hit onto that Liberator once more here. The scan comes in, we are going to see the couple of Tempests just still alive. I mean, definitely going to be good to keep on cleaning out Liberators. He needs them, because there's more Liberators here ready to go, as we see. Trap actually going to attack across the map after losing his 4th base. Going to try and re-expand to this base here. Now that he's got Tempest, this high ground isn't so much of a concern from him, so he's able to take a bit of a different 4th base, a bit of an easy one to keep for the most part. As we're going to see this single Adept shading forwards, and I mean, these Liberators, they're not sieging up just yet. Well, the upgrades are 2-2 against 2-2, 3-3 starting to kick into play for our Protoss player. Though. Only +3 armor actually, no +3 attack just yet. We're going to see this army from Trap going to pull back here. So a bit of a, not going to overcommit if you can avoid it. Just going to pull back, and the way to see what's going to be happening next is He pulls all the way back, and again, there's Bioforce, there's these few Liberators, and they're going to be looking to see what they can do in the near future. So, in this Bioforce, these Liberators just setting up, getting ready to go. We're going to see an Assimilator and a Pylon off over to the right-hand side. And we're just going to be having the scan coming down to just have a little bit of a look to see what's going on with this army. So some units moving forward. We can see Liberators starting to siege up, and well, Tempest a little bit out of position to begin with. There is some Vikings here now from Reality as well. 140 army supply of units here against the 120 of his opponent. It's like just such a huge Terran army. Storm's about to finish, but it's not here just yet as the Vikings going to start picking away at the Tempests. Tempest taking some heavy damage, and I mean, they're trying to back away, but I mean, how far back can he go before, I mean, he's just really in too much trouble. Bio's kind of just in such a spread as well. Now there is Storm beginning to be available. There's the first Storm coming down. Adept's going to shade on in. FPS is going to go really low, but the Adept shade in. I just don't think there's enough here from Trap. And Reality looks as though he's going to take the 2-0 in this series, and Trap is more or less going to be eliminated from the Leifeng Cup. He has to rely on both Maxed and Ein to take down Reality in order to, in order to make sure he doesn't advance, to make sure he can advance in this group. So Trap is kind of resting